Hello, friends. This is our storyteller. When we started, we knew that to reach our goals, we'd need some help, but we didn't know where to start or what that might look like. You know, not sure how to find a literary agent. How do you find an illustrator? How do you prepare a proposal? All of those questions bounced around in my head like a ping-pong ball. But then I discovered there was a company that helped authors through the whole process, from editing to finding an agent to navigating the publishing industry. They understood our unique challenges because they were indie authors themselves. Hi, I'm one half of the team behind a popular storytelling channel, and this is our very first picture book. We've made hundreds of videos teaching visual storytelling, but we'd never gone through the traditional publishing route. So when we decided to release our first book, we were completely out of our element. Thankfully, we reached out to a company, and they guided us step by step. Their editors helped shape our story so it shined as brightly as possible. Then, they connected us with an amazing illustrator. They helped us prepare our proposal and submission materials. And they were with us every step of the way with advice and support. And here we are. Our very first picture book is coming out this fall. Before I share the rest of the story, I want to say that the reason we're able to make free videos and release a book is because we built a community of supporters. And the cool thing about the platform is that creators like us get to earn money directly from people like you. So, if you love what we do and you'd like to support us, we've got some exclusive perks to say thank you. We've got bonus videos, early access to releases, special shoutouts, and even personalized videos just for our top-tier members. If that sounds interesting, come check it out. Now on with the story. This is the clock on the wall of Leo's studio. It didn't so much tick as it did sigh, each second a heavy exhalation of dust and disappointment. It was the only sound besides the occasional frustrated scratch of charcoal on paper, followed by the inevitable crinkle of that paper being balled up and launched toward an overflowing wastebasket. Leo was in his own mind, a fraud. The art school diploma on the wall, the small gleaming awards from years past, they felt like artifacts from someone else's life. A promising young talent, they'd called him. Now at 32, the promise had expired, and the talent had apparently packed its bags and left without a forwarding address. His current project, a series of illustrations for a children's book about a lost star, was due in 3 weeks. The publisher had been enthusiastic. Leo, initially, had been ecstatic. Now he was staring at a dozen iterations of the same character, a little star named Spark, and every single one of them looked lifeless, generic, and utterly devoid of the magic the story needed. "It's just a job," he muttered to the empty room. "Just draw the stupid star." But his hand refused. It was as if a wall had sprung up between his imagination and his fingers. The more he tried to force it, the more the wall thickened. Giving up, he shoved away from the drafting table. He needed coffee, and maybe the mild humiliation of being seen in public would shock his system back to life. He lived in a neighborhood of old brownstones. His studio on the ground floor of one, a small Italian grocery and cafe tucked between two of them a few doors down. The bell above the door of Bella S. jingled a cheerful welcome that felt like a personal insult. The air was thick with the rich scent of espresso and cured meats. Behind the counter, as always, was Mr. Rossi, a man in his 70s with a magnificent silver mustache and eyes that crinkled at the corners like well-worn paper. "Leo, buongiorno," Mr. Rossi boomed, his voice a warm, gravelly sound. "The usual, double shot, no sugar, enough to wake the dead?" Leo managed a weak smile. "The dead are sleeping soundly today, Mr. Rossi, but yes, please." As Mr. Rossi worked the espresso machine with the practiced grace of a concert pianist, his eyes flicked toward Leo. "You have the look, the artist's burden." "It's not a burden if you're not an artist," Leo said, slumping onto a stool. "It's just failure." Mr. Rossi clucked his tongue, sliding the tiny, dark ceramic cup across the counter. "Failure is a teacher, not a landlord. It visits, it does not move in. What is the problem?" Leo sighed, the steam from the coffee warming his face. It's a star, a little star named Spark. He's supposed to be full of wonder and hope, but everything I draw looks flat, sad, like a sticker on a black piece of paper. Mr. Rossi leaned his elbows on the counter, his gaze steady. And why is this star sad? Because I'm sad, Leo blurted out. I mean, I don't know. The story is happy. He gets lost, but he makes friends and finds his way home. It's lovely. I'm just blocking it. I can't see him. Mr. Rossi hummed, tapping a finger against his chin. He turned and pointed to a small framed photograph on the wall behind him. It showed a much younger Mr. Rossi standing proudly in front of a sleek, modern restaurant kitchen. You see that? That was me, Antonio Rossi, head chef at Giovanni's in Manhattan, 4-star review in the Times. Leo had seen the photo 100 times, but he'd never really asked. What happened? The fire, Mr. Rossi said simply. Not a real one, the one inside. He tapped his chest. One day, I could not taste anymore. The flavors were like dust. My hands, they forgot the recipes my nonna taught me. I was a fraud. He used Leo's own word, and it landed with a gentle thud. What did you do? I came here. I bought this little store. I sold pasta and olive oil and made simple coffee. For a year, I did not cook. Not even for myself. I ate bread and cheese. He paused, cleaning a spot on the counter with a cloth. Then one day, an old woman, Mrs. Gable from down the street, she came in. She was crying. Her cat, it had died. She was all alone. She asked me for a loaf of bread. As I wrapped it, I thought, this is not enough. So I went in the back and with my hands that had forgotten, I made a small focaccia. Just with rosemary and salt. I gave it to her. I did not charge her. He looked at Leo, his eyes gleaming. She came back the next week. She said it was the best thing she had ever eaten, that it tasted like kindness. And you know what? For the first time since the fire inside, I could taste it too. Not just the rosemary and salt, but the encouragement I had baked into it for her. Leo was silent, the story seeping into him. You are.